Good evening to all of you. On behalf of Department of Commerce, Delhi School of Economics, University of Delhi, I, Professor Ajay Kumar Singh, Conference Secretary of 74th All India Commerce Conference and Head and Dean in the Department of Commerce. Welcome once again, all of you, those who are present here today and those who would be watching even later on this one of its kind pre-conference workshop that we are organizing today in association with Nergy Vidya, India's first SLNIL tech platform for the learning, the field of commerce. So I thank the company officers, Mr. Sharif Erkulanga Garak, Chief Executive Officer, Shri Balaji Srinivasamurthy, Chief Information Officer, CIO at Nergy India Private Limited, CA Peter Richard, Chartered Accountant and Chief Operating Officer at Nergy India Private Limited. It's an amazing platform which I witnessed or experienced some time back, and I was deeply impressed. As per NEP 2020, National Education Policy 2020, we are supposed to give more hands-on experience, more real-life experience to the students so that they become industry ready. So simulation-based skill development kind of an orientation is being provided by this platform. We have revised our course curriculum to ensure students get these experiences. We have defined learning outcomes based on that. We have specified practical exercises to be done to achieve those learning outcomes in our University of Delhi, which is in the name of UGCF, Undergraduate Curriculum Framework 2022. So we started from 2022 the implementation of this particular NEP 2020 in the University of Delhi, and we are undergoing this process on a very fast track basis. And this is one of the most important dimensions out of the four pillars of learning: learning to know, learning to do, learning to live together, and learning to be. The second part, that is learning to do, is taken care of by this platform. So it is something which is very critical, which was missing in our education system. That is why the NASCOM reports and many other reports used to say that 75-80% of our engineering graduates are not employable, and so on and so forth. So, in order to improve the employability quotient of the students, we need to provide them these kind of simulation based exercises so that they can have the feel of how, when they will go to the companies to work for, they would feel at home. They can be ready for industry from day one. That is the purpose of such kind of platforms. So without taking much time, I would hand over the session to the resource persons who are here today, those who would be showing you how you can actually nurture through this or navigate through this platform. So I once again welcome all of you, those who have joined this particular session today. Namaste.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Ajay. This is Baji from Energy. Peter and others, can you please confirm if I'm audible and clear?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, lovely. So thanks a lot, Dr. Ajay, and thanks really for this opportunity that we have been provided with. We are extremely happy to present to the August attendees out here about our simulated learning and interactive learning platform. So I just start off very briefly about, I'm going to talk about what is simulation learning, what is this interactive learning, what does this mean, and or just very briefly about ourselves. I'm not going to spend too much of time on that. And then we will explain why this, what is the gap and what is the problem that we're going to solve with this, and what are the benefits. And I hand it over to my colleague Peter, who will actually walk you through this whole platform. One, he will show you the end-to-end platform that we have, and then also show you the live simulations that we have been talking about. So here we go. Thanks for this opportunity once more. And Peter, next slide, please. Okay, so now there's a research that says that the best way of retention of any learning is by teaching others. Okay, but for us to teach others, what would happen is we need to know ourselves, for which we need to practice ourselves. We need to know things ourselves. Now, for us to know things ourselves, the best way is to do hands-on practice. Again, the researchers say more than 70 to 70%, 72% of what we learn by hands-on is retained by us as knowledge, which means hands-on practice is one of the best ways of learning. Okay, and that's exactly what is followed. Now, if you see an airline pilot doesn't go and switch on a commercial plane and start flying unless he or she puts in X number of hours on a simulator. Okay, same thing happens when we start learning to drive a car. Now, initially, when you start driving a car, though we don't have simulated versions, the simulated versions are extremely, very wrong, especially to Indian conditions. So forget that. When we start learning a car, we really find it very uncomfortable to drive in any city traffic. But then as we proceed further, things becomes very comfortable and we are able to drive comfortably. That's what hands-on practice does to us. Now that's exactly what we are going to bring on the table: hands-on practice and interactive learning. Okay, and how is it being done is something that we will be physically showing you. Before that, I will talk about ourselves and then brief you about what these two means. So next slide, please, Peter. Okay, so we are a tech innovator. We claim ourselves to be tech innovator. We have done an R&D and found that the best way of learning is by hands-on, and so we provide simulated learning. We are focusing on commerce learning and finance domain and commerce learning and interactive learning. Till now, we have around 150,000 students or 1.5 lakh students who have trained and certified on these. We are the first OEM who have empowered and who transformed this into commerce learning. We are headquartered in Bengaluru, south of India, and then corporate offices in and development center is in Kochi. The sales office is across India. We do host content for various OEMs like SAP, Microsoft, Cambridge, and quite a few other large MNCs OEMs. We also provide skill training to the cost accountants under multiple of their courses, and also the chartered accountants. Also, we provide practical training. Our course has been integrated with multiple UG courses in some universities, and as an add-on skill enhancement course in multiple autonomous and private colleges. So that's about just a brief about ourselves. We, as we said, we are innovating ourselves with people. Okay, and we have innovated the simulator learning. As you will see, it's something very different. Next slide, Peter. Okay, now what's happening in the real life scenario is government of India has made everything to be online. Now, what I mean by everything to be online is, once upon a time when I was young, I used to file income tax on a piece of paper. Okay, that's gone. There is nothing called income tax filing on a piece of paper. GST, which is now extremely well spread, it's fairly stable now. Government keeps publishing. We collect 1.7 lakh crores per month, etc. that is absolutely online. Okay, so which means there are crores of GST filing that's happening every month, 5 to or maybe 10 crores of income tax filing that's happening every year. Okay, but then is there a platform for us to learn how to file GST? The reality is no. Theoretical content is easily available. Go Google, you'll get millions, if not millions, at least thousands of theoretical content. But is there a platform where somebody can actually go and file, let's say, nil filing of GST, or can somebody do an ITR1 filing? Forget ITR1 filing. There is a concept called EPAN in India. If you have Aadhaar and if you don't have a PAN, with your Aadhaar you can apply for a PAN number online. How many of us know it? And how do we do it online? How do we apply for it? And is there a place where I can practice it? Absolutely no. And that's the gap we are filling in. We are going to provide a platform where all these topics can actually be practiced. Now, there are two challenges in practicing it. The first challenge is having a platform. The second challenge is having a real data that you need to, which is absolutely relevant. Now, for example, you can't have a 3-digit or a 4-digit Aadhaar number. It has to be 14 digits. A PAN number has to have a particular sequence of alphanumericals. Alphanumericals. Okay. So, whereas that sequence you may not really know. Now, getting that data is extremely difficult. We are going to provide the data. We are going to provide the platform enabling you to do the practice on a real near life scenario. Okay, which means that a person who's taking up any of these courses will actually be practicing filing income tax, filing GST, but on a simulated environment. So you need not worry. If you do a mistake, the system is going to tell you, hey, you made a mistake, but that's not going to hit anybody. Okay. Another thing I found is take a doctor. Okay, a doctor in the very first few days of entering a college, a medical college or a dental college, is actually physically made to stand in front of a body and physically shown our body parts. An engineer, when they learn theory, goes to their lab and does it practically. Whereas in case of a commerce student, the the commerce education is limited to a two-dimensional paper and piece of paper and pen. So we thought we should make it interactive. See, today's generation, everybody prefers everything to be online. You prefer screens. Considering all these, we have made this solution, which is a platform where a person can actually practice simulations on a simulated environment. So you make mistakes, you learn by mistakes, absolutely no problem. Second, with this, what are you going to become? You are going to become an absolutely deployable resource wherein the day a person gets into a job, they can actually tell confidently, look, I can file GST, no problem, because I've done it 20 times earlier or 10 times earlier. And in case of commerce students, it's going to be interactive learning. You are going to do a journal entry yourself and then check what is right, what's wrong. That's going to be interactive, and the system is going to tell you what's right and what's wrong. That's going to enable you to start, maybe in case you're enthusiastic to start your own business, you can start your own business, you can be an entrepreneur or get into a corporate life. That's what we are bringing on the table. Next slide, Peter.
Hi everyone. I think there is some disconnection with Balaji's network. So we will do one
Oh,
thing.
sorry. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Sorry,
Yes, sir.
I went on and I realized that it had got muted by mistake. Sorry. I don't know where I left. Was it after this? I switched to the new slide, I guess. What I was trying to tell you was these screens are near real life screens. You will compare it with the government of India's portals or screens. Plus, there is a subtle differences that we have kept in that is going to enable you as a learner. Those two things will be shown by my colleague Peter. Ultimately, we are bridging the gap that we said that would help you make commerce learning interactive and simulated learning that's going to make you enable you to be employable or ready deployable resource right from day one. Next slide, Peter. Okay. So one is about the simulated learning. The other one I was talking about was a journal entry. There will be problems about journal entry. You will do the journal entry online, and then you're going to get it validated by the system. System is going to tell you what is wrong, what's right. That's going to ensure that you learn faster and your learning is much more interactive and interesting. We would also like to call it as an experiential learning that makes learning much better and a better learning experience in short. Next slide. So, we are going to now talk about is what are the various slides, what are the various courses that we offer. Okay, so next slide, Peter. So, what we are going to do is one is about personal finance, which is generic for anybody and everybody. Every individual or every Indian should know all these. So, that is one small bit. But most important is this GST executive that talks about the end to end GST process, right from registration for GST. Registration period for GST starts with getting the TRN number. From there to the various filings and e-way generation. That plus EPAN and income tax relevant digital signature relevant topics will be called a statutory executive. These two put together, along with the commerce interactive learning, like basics of finance accounting, preparation of financial statements, bank reconciliation statement, etc., would be called as finance executive. Now that's how we have made these courses. These are a combination of these courses, and of course, my colleague Peter will be showing that. Next slide, Peter.
Yes, sir, we will go to demo from here.
Perfect. Perfect. So we are going to switch on to the demo where my colleague Peter will be showing you the demo, and he'll be first showing you the complete platform. It's an end-to-end single platform, end-to-end single platform, and that has the theory, content, practicals, assessment, everything in one single platform. Plus, we will show you the actual practicals. Over to you, Peter.
Thank you, sir. So now initially, I will walk you through how to log in. Those who are not logged in, you can check your inbox. You must have received an email. I will just share my screen, how you will get the email in your inbox. If you go to your email ID, you will get a mail from, say, just refresh. Okay. support@energyristy.com. Energy Vidya welcomes you. This will be the login email. If you open that, you will be having a registration link, and register ID will be your phone number, and the email ID that you registered is mentioned over there. So everyone, please go to your email, click on registration link. Please click on registration link. This will take you to a page where you can create a password. So everyone who is logged in from laptop, please try this option, because we are having a completely hands-on training after this. So those who are having this email ID and the registration, that will be easier to understand all the concepts discussed in the platform. So I will start registering in this. My register ID is my phone number. So I'm adding my phone number here. And the email ID is this email ID that I have given. I'm copying my email ID and pasting this here. So I registered here. I will getting a password, and I have to log. I need to create a login password now. Yes, I got a mail. I am just clicking on this complete registration. So this is the final mail that you will be receiving. After this, you have to create a password. So everyone, please check your inbox for the completion mail, the verification mail. Click on that complete registration link. In the mail, please click on complete registration link. Okay, so now you have to create a password. It can be any password. It should have 8 characters. Normal password rules are applicable here. Now I have created my password and I can log in now. Okay, hope everyone is created password. If any one of you having any confusion regarding the password creation or login, you can ask that in the Q&A session. But I will suggest those who are not registered or not logged in till now, please watch the entire session completely. Then you can ask your questions at the end. Otherwise, if you concentrate on the login details, you will be missing the portions. Okay, now I am logging into the portal. So this is our platform, and you can see learning materials, practicals, assignments, and certifications tabs in this. On the right hand side, you will be seeing notifications. So once you log in, this is the screen that you will be getting, and it will be mentioned as Delhi University Workshop on the top, and all the learning materials, that is basically PDF materials, will be available on the left side on the first tab for the reference of the students. Now come back, and all the practicals, what you were mentioning about the simulated learning technology and the interactive learning technology, all those tools are available in the practicals. If you open that, you can see all the practical menu available. So these all are activated for you as well. You can use your login to do all these exercises. I will come to this in a bit. I will just explain the other two tabs as well. Now this is assignment. So once you complete the practicals, this is the area where we are evaluating the students. So there is time is mentioned in each of the tasks. Once the student completes the time will be filled in a percentage manner. Once it is completed, it will be the entire task will be completed, and student will be getting a certificate. That certificate will be available in my certification tab in the home page. You can see here, this is the certificate of participation that you will be getting, or the student will be getting after completing the entire assignment task. Hope you are very clear about the platform. Now we will start doing the practicals. I'm just opening one of the practicals. So we have practicals from income tax area and GST area. Also we have EPF, ESI, labor registration, and from based on the interactive learning technology, we have created journal entry material and the cash flow, bank reconciliation, financial statement as well. All these tools are available here to make the student understand the concepts in a very, very deep rooted way. Okay, so now I will explain what is the actually simulated learning technology means. Then I will start doing the exercise as well. So as of now, every one of you, please listen. You don't have to do this on your own. We will have a session after explaining this to. We will do this together. Okay. So now this is EPAN. I will explain you what is simulated technology means. I'm clicking on EPAN. You can see 5 tasks here, and the first task is the explanation given here is, say Mr. Ram, he is an IIT student, he needs to take a EPAN for his job, so his Aadhaar number is given here. Now I'm clicking on start. Once you click on start, it will take you to an income tax website which is simulated, which is created by ourselves. It is a simulated website for educational purpose, and the particular question mentioned in the previous page, that is also mentioned here. Why the question is mentioned here is all the data mentioned in the question, the Aadhaar number, everything is tracked in this page. And that's how the student will be intimated about the mistake the student is making. That's how student can self-correct. That's how student learns himself. Now I'm going to the menu, EPAN. So this is instant EPAN application menu. So now I will also show you how the original income tax website looks like. I'm just opening a website, income tax India website. I'm just opening this. So this is the income tax website. You can see the similarity here. This is our income tax website, and this is the original income tax website. Okay, so the idea is, if the student does income tax filing or EPAN application or any other task mentioned in this, if the student completes say 10 tasks, the student experience original filing of 10 tasks, 10 return filing. So the 11 can be in the original website. So that is the logic behind the simulated learning technology. Now I'm clicking on instant EPAN in the original website. You can see the menu here. The flow will be starting from get new EPAN menu. Okay, so now I'm going to our website and clicking on instant EPAN. You can see the similar kind of menu available here, get new EPAN. I'm clicking this here. So every flow from the income tax website is accurately followed, accurately recreated here so that the student will not be having any confusion while actually using the original website. Now I have to enter the 12-digit Aadhaar number. It is mentioned here 2234. So, 2234 5465 and 6512. So that's how we will create the apply for the EPAN. So I think you have understood what is meant by simulator technology. Now we will do this together. Okay, so everyone, I'm just closing this tab. So everyone, please come back to practicals. You can see the one menu. This is specially created for you. We have taken one each sample from this task and created a specially curated this particular task for you. So everyone, please open finance executive task in practicals. Finance executive task in practicals. In between, if anybody has a doubt regarding the menu or any confusion, please you can raise the questions in Q&A. Our support team is ready to answer your questions. So the GST registration application, TRN application is the first step that we are going to do together. And we have EPAN application, we have ITR filing, we also have journal entry and bank reconciliation interactive tools. Okay, so I'm selecting GST TRN application. These are the data available. Aadhaar number, PAN card, and the gender, date of birth, all these details are available. This is for Mr. Alvin Thomas. We need to apply for the EPAN, sorry, GST registration. So everyone, please click on Start button. Everyone, please click on Start button. Now it will be taking you to GST website. Those who have already seen GST website, you will understand how GST website looks like. This is a simulated website for GST website for our education purpose. Now click on Services in registration. Under that, you will see a particular menu for new registration. Click on that new registration. Those who are not seen, please see services in that registration. Under that, new registration. You have to select that menu. Once you click that menu, you will be reaching a page here. This is also similar to a GST website only. That also I will just show this here. I'm just taking GST website. So the option comes in services, registration, new registration. If you take the in original website, that is also looking like our simulated website. So if you are doing it in our website, it is equal to you are doing it in original website. Okay. Now I'm coming back to our website. Now I have to create a new registration. So hope everyone reads this page. Now, and the first one is I am a taxpayer. So I have to select the first option, taxpayer. The state is mentioned here as Bangalore Rural District and Karnataka is the state. I have to select the state. It is Karnataka. I'm selecting Karnataka. Now I have to select district. That is Bangalore Rural. So I have entered three options. One is taxpayer, Karnataka, and Bangalore Rural. After that, I have to enter the legal name of the business. Hope everyone completed till this. Now, legal name of the business, since this is an individual, is Alvin Thomas. That's his name. That is name as per PAN card as well. So this will be the legal name. If it is a company or a institution or a partnership, that that particular name will be the legal name. Since this is an individual, his name will be the legal name. So Alvin Thomas, I'm selecting that and pasting this here, copying this and pasting this here. Legal name of the business as mentioned in the PAN is Alvin Thomas. Now I have to enter the PAN card number. It is available here. So I'm just copy pasting for your easiness. I will also read one letter by letter. It is B C B X J 3012K. So those who are not ended, please listen. BCBXJ 3012K. It's available in the question. You can just copy paste or you can enter directly. Now I have to enter the email address. That is also available here. So I'm selecting the email address, copy, coming back to the website and pasting this here. Now one more entry needs to be done. That is mobile number. So in mobile number, you can copy paste the mobile number from here. Copy, paste this here. Now you have to enter the characters 580460. So after entering the characters in this image, you can click on proceed. So everyone, hope you have completed till this. Please click on proceed. Take you to the next page, OTP verification. So in the normal scenario, this OTP will go to the mobile number as well as the email. So since this is a simulated website, it is mentioned here itself. So 123456 and email OTP is 123456. So after entering the OTP, you have to click on proceed. So please enter the OTP 123456 for mobile as well as email. Once you enter, please click on proceed. Now you can see the successful pop-up as shown by GST website. You have successfully completed TRN registration. So this is how you will create TRN registration in the original website as well. This is the same flow, same questions, same screens you are getting. Okay, so that is the logic behind simulated learning technology. Once you complete these 5 registrations, the student is having the experience of creating 5 GST registration in original website. You can also see the question is marked in green. Also, the tab is filled with 20% remark. So the benefit of this is you can track all the students' progress in the centralized dashboard. So if you have 50 students, you don't have to go each student's login ID and see. Instead, in the centralized dashboard, you can see each student's progress, how much the student has completed. So in a normal classroom mode, there is a situation that the student is not completing the homework or not completing the task assigned or not listening. That kind of situation is not there because the progress is recorded in every step. Okay, in the centralized dashboard, those report will be available for you so that at particular any point of time you can evaluate the student's progress. Now I'm coming back to the finance executive again, practicals, finance executive. First one is completed. We are going for the EPAN. So everyone, please come to practicals in that finance executive, the first tab itself. In that second task, EPAN. We have applied GST registration. Now we are going to take EPAN for. So second question is for Mr. Ram, an IIT student. So Mr. Ram needs to take a PAN card. The Aadhaar number is mentioned here. We are going to create or apply for PAN card. Now click on start. So everyone, please click on start. Take you to the simulated income tax website. On the left hand side, you can see, just drag a bit, you can see instant EPAN menu available here. In the income tax website, on the left side in this menu, you can see instant EPAN. Click on instant EPAN. You will reach the first application window, get new EPAN. In that, click get new EPAN. The first step of getting a new EPAN starts with an Aadhaar number. Now Aadhaar number is mentioned here. This time you have to take care, because if we copy here, the space character will come there. So instead of that, you can directly enter. It is 2234 2234 5465 5465 and 6512. 2234 5465 6512. And click on this I confirm. You have to tick that you are allowing or accepting income to go and collect the data from other database. Now click on continue. The OTP validation will be there for collecting the data. Click on this square box, tick this box and click on continue. Hope everyone reached this step. It is OTP validation page. The OTP is mentioned here. Enter the OTP. It is 560388 for me. It is for me, but not for you. You have to enter whatever Aadhaar number or OTP number mentioned in your screen. Okay, so 560388. 560388. So I have entered my OTP. Now I am clicking on this. After accepting, I need to click on continue. So income tax will collect the data details from the Aadhaar database. We are not collecting any data from the Aadhaar database. This is a dummy page which mentions that the data is being collected. Now, you have to validate the email. So click on validate email. So hope everyone reached this page. Click on validate email. Now you have to enter the OTP. It is mentioned here. This OTP is for me. You have to enter whatever OTP is mentioned in your system. 687413. 687413 is for me. You have to enter in whatever OTP is displayed in your system. Now click on submit. Now our email ID is validated. Now click on this tick mark. Then I accept. I have accepting that there is no other duplicate PAN card is available. Now click on continue. So our steps are completed for applying for EPAN. Okay, now we can download this EPAN as well. Let's see. Click on go to login. You will see a menu on the right side. Go to login. Click on that. You can go to instant EPAN menu on the left side. Instant EPAN. This time we will not click on get new EPAN. You have to click on download PAN. There is an option button called download PAN. Click on that. Continue. You have to enter the same Aadhaar number from the question. The Aadhaar number is 2234. That is similar for everyone. You can enter 2234 5465 6512. Now click on continue. There will be an OTP. Please enter the OTP as per your system. 321039. This is my OTP. You have to enter the OTP that you are displayed in your system. Click on continue. Now the allotment of PAN is completed. Now I can download the PAN. Click on download EPAN. So everyone, please click on download EPAN. The EPAN PDF will be downloaded. Just click on the PDF file. You can see a dummy EPAN is recorded or is mentioned in that file. You can see that. So this is the exact flow of EPAN application. Once you do this particular application, you will be experienced to apply for EPAN in the original income tax website. Now I'm closing this menu. The second one also I'm closing. Going back to finance executive. So 2 tasks have been completed. Now we have 3 more to go. So one more we have selected from the simulated environment, that is income tax return filing. Why we have selected this is most of you have visited income tax website for your own income tax return filing purpose. So that's why we have included this, because this will be more useful for you. Now, this particular person, Ajay Mehra, his date of birth is this, and residential status, everything is given. Salary and LIC details, professional tax, it's mentioned here. Now, we have to file income tax return for this particular Ajay Mehra, this person. Now, click on Start. Everyone, please click on Start. You will be reaching the income tax simulated website. Click on Login. The option is on the top on the right side. Click on Login. Once you click on Login, it will take you to the login page. We have to enter the PAN card number. PAN card number is mentioned on the second last line. You can either copy paste or you can enter. Both are fine. Either copy paste or you can enter. If you are entering, it is EKIXV6523A. EKIXV6523A. Click on Continue. Now the login page is created. Now I have to enter the password. Password is also mentioned here. I'm just selecting the password. It is PAN card number in small letter, and at the end you have to enter @ I'm copy pasting. You can see the password EKIXV6523A @ and tick this. Now continue button will be enabled. Click on continue. Hope everyone reached till now this particular menu. Now we have to file the income tax return. Click on file now. Click on file now. The assessment year is mentioned in the question 21-22. So I'm selecting 2021-22, a current assessment year. Clicking on online. So everyone please select current assessment year as 21-22. Click on online. Now click on continue. To start file a fresh income tax return, I'm clicking on start new e-filing. Now this is individual. Click on continue. Now I have to select the form. The form is ITR1. So everyone please select ITR1. Now proceed with ITR1. Click on proceed with ITR1. Now we have to start filing. Let's get started. First question is, are you filing the income tax return for any of the following reasons? That is, taxable income is more than basic exemption limit. Click on that. Then click on continue. Click OK. So I'm waiting for a moment to explain you about this. If you have any doubt, please mention that in the Q&A. If any doubt regarding the pages, menu, you can ask in the Q&A. Our support team will be answering to your queries. Okay, hope everyone reached here. So this is the first menu, personal information. So I'm not going to each and every menu here because we have a time constraint. I will explain the first one, how to do that. So first task is personal information I need to fill. So click on personal information. So the details are mentioned here. Here, one thing I have, it is not selected yet, is nature of employment. So you can come back and see what is the job location. It is JP Private Limited. The employer is JP Private Limited. So let's see nature of employment. It is not central, it is not state, it is not public sector, pensioners, not applicable also. It is others. So selecting others. Now coming back, rest everything is already filled. You can click on confirm. Now you can see the first one is mentioned as confirmed. So those who are already familiar with income tax return filing, you will be understanding how this works. Like this, you have to enter the salary in gross total income, enter the deductions that in insurance and mediclaims, everything to be entered in total deduction in this menu. After that, you have to mention the TDS details in tax paid and tax liability will be completed. Then you can file the income tax return. So that's the process. I'm not going to take your much time on this. We have two more interactive tools that will be explained. So hope you are understood the concept. Now I'm coming back to, I'm just closing the menu. I'm coming back to finance executive. In that fourth one, journal. I'm selecting journal option. The interactive tool means we have explained earlier, but still how it is works is in normal way, student enters everything in a pen and paper mode. Instead of that, student completes the question in a system. So why that is useful is system helps the faculty to identify students' weaker points. For example, I will start doing the fourth one. I will explain along the way. See please select the fourth one, journal entry JRL031BE. In that, click on start. So you have 5 tasks to do. So first one is Ajay's proprietor brought capital 1,50,000. Now I have to select the debit and credit entry. So first account I have selected. It has to be debited as cash and the amount is 1,50,000. So everyone please select cash on the first line, enter amount 1,50,000 and capital account 1,50,000 on the credit side again 1,50,000. Now second one, you can enter narration as well. Say Ajay brought capital. Now second one, purchased computers for 35,000. Okay, so normally the account should be selected is computer account, computer and peripherals account. But just assume student is making a mistake. Student thought this will go to purchase account. Okay, so I'm selecting purchase account instead of computer and peripherals account, entering the amount 35,000. And the last one is say cash is going outside. So I'm crediting with cash 35,000. Now next one, I'm making it correctly. Say paid wages 11,000. So you can also select the debit account and credit account. So debit account is wages. It is in the last account, wages. And credit account is cash. I'm selecting 11,000 and crediting 11,000. Either you have to type it this here 11,000. So you can see I have entered 3 questions here. I'm not completing the other 4th and 5th. As of now, I entered 3. Out of that, second one, I made a mistake. Okay. So just assume student made a mistake or student has not completed these 2 questions. You can assume that as well. So one student has made a mistake. Second point is student not completed 2 tasks. 4th and 5th, those entries student has not completed. Now, when the student click on preview, the day book will be displayed. So this is the entry the student has entered. And now, if you click on validate, the system will evaluate. The system will evaluate and show which are the one that have errors or not completed. So the second one is having an error, and 4th and 5th is not completed. So student cannot go to the next task. So once the student complete this, then only student will go to the next task. Now I'm clicking on back. I'm correcting this entry. Computers instead of purchase, I'm selecting computer and peripherals. Now I'm clicking on preview. The account is corrected. Now I'm clicking on validate. Now you can see the second one is now correct. Now only 4th and 5th is not correct. That because we have not completed it. Okay. So now I will also show you how this bank reconciliation statement works. This is also another interactive tool where normally students finds very difficult to complete the task or understand the concept of bank reconciliation. So this one I'm selecting on start. I know I'm a bit faster than earlier because the time is clocking is picking up. So the passbook showed bank charges of 2,500 debited by the bank. This is the first line item in the bank reconciliation. Passbook is showing 2,500 debited. So in our bank book, we have to reduce, correct? So the amount is mentioned here. Student has to select whether add or less is the appropriate answer. So for this particular question, less is the appropriate answer. And the next one, dividend is collected by the bank, but not in the cash book. So again, cash book has to be increased. So student has to click on add. So by doing this, student will understand what are the to be entered or already entered in bank book or not entered in cash book. That kind of understanding will be clear for the student. Now, again, if I click on preview, it is not completed entirely. That's why it's showing like that. So the answer will not be showing since the entire transaction is not completed. Now, coming back here, like that, we have n number of tools. I'm just showing this here. We have EPAN, ITR registration, ITR filing, ITR 1 filing in the new regime. Also, we have TDS, TCS practice tools. And then on the GST side, TRN registration, we have already seen that. GST registration, nil return filing, GSTR 1 filing, GSTR full return filing. Then composition return also is there. Then e-way bill. Also, we have EPF, ESI, labor registrations, and we have already seen journal entry, bank reconciliation. The other tools are cash flow, financial statements, and DSC application, digital signature application. So these are the tools available here. So our idea is the student will be understanding the entire concepts of statutory filings in a very understandable manner because this entire task we have simulated environment for that. And also the interactive tools for understanding the basic concepts of accounting in a more better way. And why we are showing this all these tools to you is there is another reason. That is, if you consider your syllabus, if you consider the syllabus, you can see that the BCom semester 1, 2, 3, 4, and all these semesters are having the chapters which are similar to our offering. We already have that offering with aligned with us. So whenever a tool is or a concept is need to be explained to the students, you can explain with the help of a practical this tool. So the concept will be understand by the student in a more better or effective way. Also, other benefit is if the student is taking this course, this particular course is also having alignment with the NEP 2020, the credit score. Also, we have alignment with the MEPSE. The student will also get an opportunity to get into a job role of business support practitioner and sole proprietorship associate by just completing the on-the-job training and the bridging course. And if I say the student is having all the benefits of the active learning, the realistic hands-on practice, and the flexible on-demand learning also. This is a cloud-based program. The student can learn at any time. And the skill council, everything skills, these courses are endorsed by sector skill councils. And for a faculty, if I say the best thing will be with this practical understanding for faculty as well as the students, the teaching becomes more effective, more understandable for the student. And there is a centralized student progress tracking tool which will help you to understand about the students, their difficult points, their weaker points, and how much they have completed. All these areas will be available. All these points will be available in the dashboard as well. So this is the tool. This is the platform that we have. That this is the platform that I explained, and I am handing off the floor to Balaji. Sir, please carry on.
Yeah, thanks, Peter. Hope you all got a feel of what the simulated learning is and interactive learning is. Of course, each one of you would have got the ID, and you're most welcome to So ask any doubts in the Q&A session, and in the Q&A box you can type your questions and we'll try to answer. We still have around 3 minutes. Else, there is an email that is there, and you are most welcome to write to us in the email, and then we'll respond back. You can practice these whatever sessions that have been talking, topics that are there, and as I said, any questions, any doubts, whether it is technical related, domain related, or any other questions, you're most welcome to ask on online or on an email. So before we wind up, any questions that you have, you can post it in the Q&A box, and we'll respond back right away. I don't see any questions popping up on the Q&A. Not an issue. So Peter, can we close the session? We still have a couple of minutes.
There will be a vote of thanks by Dr. Nishida. So,
Okay.
ma'am, you can take the floor.
I hand the floor to Dr. Nishida.
Thank you so much. So, as we bring this enlightening session to a close, I would like to extend a sincere gratitude on behalf of Department of Commerce, Faculty of Commerce and Business, Delhi School of Economics, University of Delhi, to all of you for your active participation and engagement. I extend my sincere and heartfelt appreciation to our esteemed speakers, Mr. Balaji and C. Peter Richard, for their illuminating insights into simulated learning and interactive learning technology for education today. Your presentations not only imparted valuable information, but they have also inspired us, offering a profound understanding of the subject matter. A special acknowledgement goes to CA Peter Richard sir for his hands-on demonstration of the platform capabilities in income tax filing. Your practical guidance has provided us with a tangible understanding of the applications of this technology in real-world scenarios. I also express my gratitude to CEO of Nergy India, Mr. Sharif, for his guidance and encouragement throughout the event. A special mention to our conference secretary, Professor Ajay Kumar Singh, whose meticulous planning and dedication have been the backbone of our seamless organization. Sir, your leadership has set a high standard for our collaborative endeavors. Heartfelt gratitude to each participant for your active engagement. Your questions and contributions have enriched our discussions. Last but not the least, a great nod of appreciation for technology, our silent collaborator. Thank you, one and all, for being the vibrant threads in the fabric of today's event. Thank you.